back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys a deck profile on my Wheeljack BLUR deck. It's primarily orange to be extremely aggressive with BLUR to use his ability, and Wheeljack is mostly there just for utility and draw power and stuff like that. Let's take a look at Wheeljack first. Wheeljack's stats are 4 damage, 13 health, and 2 defense. He has an ability, whenever you upgrade one of your cars, draw a card then discard a card. Or scrap a card, sorry. He has 12 stars of 9, and he's a car, obviously, and a specialist. So it gives us access to a lot of good specialist-specific cards, which you guys will see in the deck. Let's take a look at the back. Wheeljack in bot mode, he's a 5 attacker, 13 defense, and 1 defense. While you have a weapon in your scrap pile, this card gains bold 3. So he's also a good attacker if you want to attack with him or BLUR. I mean, they're both really strong attackers. But the whole point of this deck is to try to abuse BLUR's ability to, which I'll get to that right now. But yeah, it's Wheeljack for you. Let's take a look at BLUR. BLUR in alt mode, he's a car and melee character. He has 3 attack, 10 health, and 2 defense. The health is pretty bad for a 12 star, and the attack and defense are also pretty bad, but the ability is what counts. So when this does damage to a tapped enemy while there is at least one untapped enemy, this untapped and attacks the untapped enemy. So pretty much what it says is you're attacking twice with him on the turn you attack with them. So in total you're getting about 3 attacks in. But I mean, yeah, the attack is pretty low and the defense is pretty low, as well as the health. But I mean, the whole point of it is to get in as much attacks as you can with BLUR. See that there's a lot of cards that'll help you do a lot of damage with BLUR. On the bot side, his attack is 6, his health is still 10, and his defense is still 2. And he's a vanilla on this side. So I mean, it's not really worth it to sacrifice the ability to double your attack. But there will be maybe a random situation where you probably want to flip over to this side and just get that extra 3 damage for the KO, for you can win the round. But most of the time you always want to stick on to his alt mode because of this ability. But let's get into the deck itself. We'll start off with the upgrades. We'll start off with 2 copies of multi-tool. Multi-tool, what it does is whenever you put this onto a specialist, you may play another upgrade. It has a blue pip and +1 damage, but the main reason I run it is for the ability. The +1 attack is nice. The blue pip, I kind of wish it wasn't a blue pip, but it makes sense why it would be a blue pip. And then I'm running 3 copies of Field Communicator. Obviously, why? It's a white pip +1 attack, but the main reason, obviously, just like multi-tool, I run it for the ability. Whenever you put this onto a specialist, scrap the top card of your deck, you may play that card. So yeah, I mean, you really don't know what you'll get off of it on top, and there's a lot of cards in there that will help you out. But that's the main reason why I run it, because the ability is really good. Then I'm running 3 copies of Piercing Blaster. I put it onto my BLUR. It's pretty much essentially guaranteeing me restanding and attacking again. Obviously, if they have a standing character already, or they still have an untapped character, sorry. And then I play 2 copies of Mountain Missiles. Main reason why I'm running, obviously, for the double orange pip and the +2 attack. And also, the ability is pretty okay too. It can be put into an armor or utility slot. So it's pretty much it's just a good card. I don't have a lot of utilities or armors in the deck because I want to guarantee as much damage as I can. But this is a good card. I kind of wish I had a 3rd one, but I don't right now. But yeah. And then I'm running 2 Erratic Lightning. Orange pip +3 attack and -1 defense. The main reason why I'm running also, again, because of BLUR, you're pretty much just screw defense, swing in as much as you can, try to KO at least 1 or 2 characters if you can with BLUR. So yeah, that's the main reason why I'm running, because I'm pretty much the main focus of the deck is pretty much no defense, just destroy. That's pretty much the whole point of this deck. And then I'm running 2 copies of Multi-Mission Gear. When you play this onto a specialist, you may play an action. So it's pretty much you can play another action per turn. Which, I mean, I am running a couple other cards that'll let me play more actions, so it's not bad to have. The +1 defense does help also. Then I'm running 3 copies of the staple for any card deck, Turbo Boost. Put it onto a card, restand that character. It's really self-explanatory. Who doesn't like another go around with a specific character, right? And then the last card, obviously, 3 copies of Improvised Shield for the double orange pit. That's literally just for double orange pit. Yeah, and that's it for the upgrades. Let's take a look at the actions now. For the actions, we have 2 copies of Ramming Speed. Obviously, it's a pretty nice utility I have. And then we're playing 3 copies of Supercharge for that Bowl 3, which, I mean, you guys saw I have pretty much nothing but orange in the deck. So Bowl 3 will really help. Then I'm running 3 copies of Incoming Transmission, drawing 2 cards, and then putting the top card of my deck back on top of the deck. So if I draw into like an Improvised Shield or a Missile on one of my characters or on the character I want it to be on, I can put it back on top of my deck and guarantee a double orange. And then I'm running 3 copies of Confidence, draw 2 cards, scrap 2 cards, and then play another action if I have nothing but Autobots. So I mean, it's good. It's a good card. I like it. That's pretty much it. This card, I like it. I don't know if you guys will like it, but I like it because it's pretty much like the whole theme of the deck. Just go. I don't know. Just go ham. That's pretty much it. Let's just go in. That's the whole point of the deck, to go in. So I'm running 3 copies of Reckless Charge. One of your characters gets +4 attack until the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, deal 3 damage. The most important thing about this is it says until the end of turn. So obviously the main person I'm going to try to put this on is on BLUR. Yes, it will deal him 3 damage, so he will be at 7. But it's essentially he's swinging for 7 twice. That's the way I look at it. He's swinging for 7 twice. And then I'm running 3 copies of Backup Plan, just more draw power, and the white pit really helps. And then just so I can play all these cards and more, I'm running 3 copies of Brainstorm. Yeah, I mean the deck's really simple. The deck's really straightforward. I like it a lot. I've been playtesting it a lot with my friends. I'll try to get some playtests and some gameplays into my channel so you guys can see the deck in action and all the other decks I'll be doing profiles on. But yeah, I mean, I really like this deck. I really like the way it plays. I really want to show you guys how it works and how it goes. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can see just by the cards I'm playing how it will work. But yeah, I mean, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, guys.